The book of Job is believed to be the oldest book in the Bible. Many believe it talks about the period of time after the worldwide flood and before the Tower of Babel recorded in Genesis chapter 11. Job probably lived in the time of the genealogy found in Genesis chapter 10. One of the more fascinating aspects of the book of Job is that it talks about ice and cold more than any other book in the Bible. Not only does it speak of ice, but it also does it in an unusual way. In Job chapter 37, verses 9 to 10, we read, quote,
"Out of the south comes the storm, and out of the north comes the cold. From the breath of God ice is made, and the expanse of the water is frozen."
Other Bible versions translate the Hebrew word for expanse as broad waters. This refers to massive bodies of ice. Since Job lived in the Middle East, where did the idea of a broad expanse or sea of ice come from? But Job doesn't stop there. 2 chapters later, the book talks about, quote, waters becoming as hard as stone and the face of the deep being frozen, chapter 38, verse 30. The Hebrew word timham refers to deeps, abyss, and great quantities of water. This verse talks about thick quantities of ice miles deep. Dr. Henry Morris, founder of the Institute of Creation Research, believes Job was describing the Ice Age when glaciers covered parts of the northern hemisphere, including much of Canada, Russia, and Europe. It's believed the ice was 1 to 2 miles high, which is 2 to 4 kilometers, and in North America, the ice cap extended down to Wisconsin and New York City. One of the biggest problems of the Ice Age is finding a reasonable explanation for where the water came from that would cover nearly a third of the earth with a thick bed of ice. For the ice to move down from the Arctic, 2 things needed to take place. First, there needed to be a cooling. It's estimated that summer temperatures in the U.S. would have averaged around 58 degrees Fahrenheit. It also required a dramatic and rapid increase of water. Scientists can provide no reasonable explanation of how this happened other than it did. But it's no coincidence that Job described this ice age showing up shortly after the worldwide flood had taken place. This would not only have cooled the earth, but it also provided the massive quantity of water needed to cover nearly a third of the earth's surface with ice caps 2 miles high.